right, so let's talk about Microsoft in the year ahead. You had this great interview with Eric Schmidt, you and Walt.
Yeah, it was terrific.
And he listed the 4 platforms that matter, and he said Apple, Google, Facebook, Amazon, and I think you or Walt said, hey, wait a minute, you left out Microsoft, and he said that was deliberate.
It was.
Was that fair to Microsoft?
Microsoft's been late to the party in Windows Phone, even though it's a very good phone. I like the phone a lot. And Surface, excuse me, is a really good tablet. It's a good tablet. But there's been a lot before it, kind of thing. Yeah. And so I think that he was saying the key platforms going forward are these platforms that are creating the most innovation in consumer use. I think that's what he was referring to.
Trench warfare. They are just going to have to battle it out business by business, make sure iPad doesn't sneak into the enterprise, and get businesses to upgrade. If they don't get businesses to upgrade to Windows 8, that's a real problem.
I feel like we spent way too much time talking about a company that most of us don't even give a shit about anymore, so I'm sorry about that. Amazon. Anybody have predictions for Amazon this year? They're an interesting player because they're sort of this lurker. They're off on the side, nobody does it.
Lurker? Like a stalker?
Not really, but I mean, like they don't really, well, go ahead, tell me about Amazon.
No, I think he's there was just a story the other day, and I tended to agree with it, of who the visionary was. Everyone seems to want to name one after Jobs, which is kind of silly, but he definitely has sort of a very interesting mind and someone who's doing interesting things with the Kindle. I think they're going to play a very significant role in entertainment and much more so than before, even though they've been doing that and they're moving in that direction.
Somebody make an Apple prediction. You got anything good to say about Apple? Everybody cares about Apple. What do you think? Will they make a TV?
Yes.
Yes? There will be a TV, for sure?
Look, I mean, look at the iMac. What's the difference between the iMac and a TV?
Absolutely.
There will be one.
Yes.
And will it be a hit?
I mean, but my point is, it's a matter of semantics, whether you call this thing a computer or a television.
Right.
I think one interesting thing for people to keep their eye on out of Apple is to what extent the iDevice platform and the Mac platform converge over time. So my colleagues at Bloomberg just broke a story about a week ago saying that Apple had internal discussions about moving off Intel on the Mac and perhaps using the A series of chips that they designed themselves, an ARM-based platform. It makes sense. You're seeing on the software side the iOS and Mac OS converging, at least in certain features, and they might consider doing this on the chip side as well. At least we know they're discussing it.